You are the front. We roll. And all y'all doing
explicit
you need
content.
it. Come find me. I'll hit you with the potion, man. All we do is grind.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your morning cup of tea.
Oh, don't tell me what, tell me who. And
Yep.
brain jerk fellas, pillars of the community. I'm honored to be here,
Yep.
but
They're the Wu-Tang Clan as shit gets deep.
Their actual superpower is something called the synchronicity wave.
Oh, man.
you know, I'm not the moral police.
Right.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Just we're going to be doing this over here, and we're going to be learning and educating so we can pass it on down the line.
And use your ability to feel the turn of the universe to really understand and empathize with your fellow man to improve their day just a little bit.
The Branger era. Welcome to the Branger era. Welcome to.
Good morning, jerk-offs. There he is. Oh, good job, T-Rup. I was like, I just told Trash Talk, this guy's an idiot. He's still got this bird collar up.
Yeah, they fucking eat my ass, dog. Eat my ass. Let's see. Hold on.
What's up, T? How are you today?
First of all, show them your T-shirt, bro. Right now. Yep. Look at that, dude. That is
Trash
that's
Dog shirts are on sale from Trash Dog.
that
$25. Hit him up.
that is the shirt, bro. That is the Trash
Hey,
Dog shirt.
Yep, I love it. Good morning, Kristen. Good morning, Naughty Nikki.
Hello,
Good morning,
governors.
KT. ACT in the house.
You might think my nails are weird, but
No, you're the only one that does.
I'm hot as fuck, dude.
You're the only one that thinks it's weird. It's only weird when you bring attention to it.
I just want people to notice me.
That's like, hey, look, you might think my head's fat, and nobody at all thought your head was fat until you said it.
My nose, fat as fuck, dude. But also, no, I'm just kidding. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, do you see me? I'm a literal cry out for attention, bro. Please look at me. That's basically my whole life. Hey.
Is it because you weren't loved enough as a child?
I was totally loved. I have a great father.
That's not what your personality says.
Maybe I just didn't have enough and I wanted all the love.
Oh, yep. You just had too many siblings. The love you didn't get enough of the love. See, back in the day, you probably would have killed one of your siblings to get the love.
No, they could beat me up back in the day. Even Lena, she was younger, but if I fucked with her at all, she hit me with a golf club once.
The golf club? Mm-hmm. What's your zodiac sign? JC says mine's a Gemini.
I'm a Cancer. I'm Cancer to this society.
You're Cancer. So is what's funny is. No, it's not funny.
Yeah, it is.
Adri is a Cancer too.
Yeah.
Eli was a Cancer. But I was thinking Adri was something else with the day before yours, But then I was like, wait a minute. No, she is a Cancer.
If she would be the 20, if she was anything lower than the 21st, she would be, what, a Gemini?
So my brother is also a Cancer. His is the 24th.
Of June?
Morning, Adrian.
That's funny. June Cancers
mine's
are...
June 8th. I'm a Gemini.
June Cancers are rare.
And I am a Gemini too, man. I'm fucking...
Then you get those...
Me and Kanye West have the same birthday.
Me and Rob Dyrdek have the same birthday. Way cooler.
Yeah?
Way cooler than yours.
I don't know about that.
Rob
Dyrdek is really cool.
He is. He's funny.
Very smart when it comes to business too, dude.
He's
I was just learning about him yesterday, and that dude he has sold his company, which was he sold the whole thing. He didn't just sell bits and pieces. He sold his whole company for hundreds of millions of dollars to MTV.
Why not?
Like
You know what
that
I'm
whole
saying?
show he does, that show,
Ridiculousness.
that was him. That wasn't MTV saying, "Hey, come do this." This is him. That was him bringing that to the table. That was him. It was he brought that to MTV, and then recently he sold it all. 500 episodes he sold to them.
They grinded it out. Chanel West Coast said they would do fucking 4 or 5 shows in one day. They'd go for filming and they'd do 4 or 5 shows.
That's a smart way to do it.
And
Lieber Gang Smoking says
he said it was she said it was cookie cutter for her, right? But that's what she said. She said it was all set up. It was all ready to go. Like the for some reason, Rob's team that he hired. Yeah, he did.
That dude knows how to make money. He knows how to get shit done.
She said literally as long as it took the show to run, that's how long it happened. Because it was like some was freestyle comedy and shit like that, you know. But it was.
Well, it's just like having a podcast. Boom,
Same fucking thing.
Let's get some, you know, because like Theo Vaughn and Brendan Schaub, they do at one point, anyways. They were doing 2 episodes every time they would meet up. They'd do 2 episodes. They'd do one week and the other week, right then and there.
Why not? Why not? You know, if you got the shit, 100%.
It was just America's Funniest Videos all over again.
But it was,
you know. No, it wasn't.
It was different, way different.
Nobody sent in those videos to him.
He found it on YouTube and shit.
Yeah. What's up, Crazy Squirrel?
Hello, governor.
Hello, Crazy Squirrel.
Hello.
But you're not wrong. The concept's pretty much the same. Crazy Squirrel Graphics. Good morning, Autumn. So you're gonna tell me about basketball? So we can get it over with?
No. Actually, I thought the Mavs were going to beat the Warriors, but the Warriors are way too good. And it's going to be the Warriors versus the Boston Celtics. The Celtics just beat the shit out of the Heat.
You know how many basketball players I could name?
LeBron James and Michael Jordan?
No, I mean active.
3?
More than that, but less than 10 probably.
Who?
Okay, so LeBron James, then Steph Curry, Draymond Green,
3. Good job.
I forget that one crazy guy. Frick. I don't know. There you go. I'll go with 3.
Good job, because you know how many people in Night Train brought up the hockey. I got the playoff things you wrote.
Hey,
down.
you know how many players I can name? Hockey players I can active name?
0.
Alexander Ovechkin, Sidney Crosby. That's about it.
So, I mean, you know less about hockey.
I used to love hockey, too. That used to be my shit. Dylan Larkin, there's another one, 3.
Isn't he like a 6'5" fucking
Dylan
monster?
Larkin's the captain, I believe, of the Red Wings.
Okay. I thought there was a big giant fucking monster we had on the Red Wing. Peace out, JCT. Have a good day.
I could name 2, CSL says. Have a good day, JC. But yeah, I got more. There's more basketball players in my mind. I can't. Kevin Durant. The Beard.
James Harden.
Tecumpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yep.
Yeah, that guy.
Dude, it's I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Night Train was saying, the playoffs.
I'm an MMA fan. I used to absolutely be obsessed with hockey. I've never been into basketball. About 5 years ago, I was really, 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 really hard into baseball. But I'm going to be honest, as soon as COVID hit and took all my sports away, I quit. I quit watching most everything except for UFC. And nowadays, ever since I started doing Brain Jerk, I really don't pay attention to sports at all anymore. I don't even watch UFC that much.
He used to be a big fanatic on the UFC, but now he's just like, yeah, it's going to be a big fight Saturday. It's about all you say, you know, because you see it on the news report or something.
What up, Reddy? Good morning, jerk-offs.
I got a prediction of how this is going to go.
I have a prediction that the Golden State three-pointers will win.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
I kind of want them to win because they can kind of stick it to Kevin Durant and say we didn't need you to win championships.
Anthony
Davis, okay. Well, the Heat and the Celtics both have the best defenses in the league, and I think the Celtics can maybe beat the Warriors. Andre Drummond, I believe he's still playing. I just don't
appreciate you, Reddy. Hit that thumbs up, everybody. Share it out to all your friends so we can have more friends. He said 5 years ago. I was really, really hard. So baseball, when I play fantasy baseball, I get really deep into the baseball. So I get so deep into it to where I can see patterns in these guys, whether they're hitting or not, and how they're doing, and how if they're doing gonna do good, and what pitchers they do good against. Some guys, they're monsters against certain teams. It doesn't matter who the pitcher is. They can be the best team in the fucking league, and this guy will eat the shit out of them every time he plays them. And then he can go against the worst team and just be shit against that team. It's not a specific player even that he's bad at. Well, sometimes, you know, this pitcher's super good against this great hitter. But
right.
Like those are the games. It's tiny little games within the game. That's why I love baseball. But even today, right now, I couldn't name you more baseball players, but not a whole lot.
Baseball was just so boring.
It is, but it's really difficult. It's the hardest sport there is. You're trying to hit a round ball with a round bat, and the ball's going anywhere from 70 to 90 to 100 miles an hour at you, with movement, and that's just half the game.
Yep. Oh, look at Reddy. Women's Tag Team Champions dropped their belts in the ring and left WWE.
What?
Dang. I'm hearing a lot about the WWE isn't the big dog anymore. They've been playing fuck for so long. Like the AEW and shit has been coming through, and AEW's letting people wrestle, independent wrestling, all that. You know, so these guys that are in AEW can still have their own social media and still make their own money, and then they have a contract with AEW. Just show up every so often, your contract says. Other than that, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
You want to hear some cool things in sports history after the sponsor spot?
No. Yeah, I do.
By Village Pizza Company. Using quality ingredients and homemade dough, their pizza is prepared with care. Their goal is to properly serve their community a simple yet delicious pizza with a smile. Go visit villagepizzamabie.com for more information. KMK Creations specializes in personalized tumblers, rolling trays, vinyl t-shirts, and sweatshirts. Message KMK Creations on Facebook and let's make something for you. Welcome to the friendliest place in town. Little Brown Jug was established in 1977, offering great food and excellent service, and continue to carry on this proud tradition to this day. To this day! Come and see why they call them the friendliest place in town. Visit littlebrownjugmaybe.com for more information. We'll see you there. Taste of is a show that features restaurants for more than just their food, but also their history and culture. Go visit the Taste of group on Facebook. Brain Jerk is brought to you by Village Pizza.
Flashback Antique and Crafts. In 2019, a single mother rented a booth at a large craft and antique mall focusing on selling retro and handmade decor items. After having her youngest, she moved back to her hometown in Monroe, Michigan, wanting to help build up her community by opening a retail store and still being able to provide business coaching to other small businesses. Now, 3 years later, 3 years and 2 stores later, we are expanding and growing with our Flashback family, with more vendors and more events. You guys got to go into the mall and check these guys out, man. These guys are great. She'll help you every fucking business or every aspect of your business. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. Go to Flashback Studio and talk to her, man. She's way better at talking than I am.
You're silly. Wrestling it will never be what it was in the 80s and 90s. You're 100% right. It will be. It's just different. Shouted you out, fellas. You rock. Thank you, Reddy.
Thanks, Reddy.
Bro. So, on this day in sports history, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's a few things that's happened that we can talk about. The Cleveland Indians at the time, now they are the Cleveland Guardians. Stan Letsky set club record for most innings pitched. It was 19 innings he pitched in one game. Now, mind you, a baseball game is usually only 9 innings.
9 innings, and they're out by the 7th.
Well,
the starting pitcher. Oh, okay.
That's nowadays.
Okay.
A world record was set in 1926. Oh, that was in 1918, by the way. In 1926, Paavo Numeri runs a world record 3,000 meters. 8 minutes and 25 seconds.
3,000 meters? 8,000 meters? What?
3,000 meters. In 8 minutes and 25 seconds.
He ran 9,000 feet in 8 minutes. So that means he ran a mile and a half in 8 minutes.
Yep. Remember what I said the other day about a mile?
Yeah. Hold on.
A record in 1928, record 12 future Hall of Famers take the field as the Yankees beat the A's. Dang. Detroit Tigers beat the Chicago White Sox in 1929 in a 21 innings. That's ridiculous. Today, 1930, 21-year-old Austrian cricket master scores 252. Must be really good.
Dude, the Cleveland Indians can't be called the Indians no more, just like Washington can't be called the Redskins?
Correct.
And now what are they called?
The Guardians. In 1930, New York Yankees legendary slugger Babe Ruth homers in both games of a doubleheader, giving him 9 home runs in 1 week. And actually, recently, Shohei Ohtani, remember I was telling you about the guy that pitches and hits?
Yeah.
He's broke records that haven't even been touched since Babe Ruth was playing in the 30s. Because he's really one of the he's the best pitcher / hitter since Babe Ruth.
I didn't know Babe Ruth was a pitcher.
Yep.
I thought he was just a good hitter.
He was a pitcher first. 1935, first Major League night baseball game. Very cool. 1936, Tony Larazzi gets 2 grand slams. Ben Chapman set a record by reaching first base 7 times safely. The Yankees beat the A's in that game 25-2. So a grand slam, for those of you who don't know, is when all the 3 bases are loaded and somebody hits a home run. So this dude did it twice in one game. and this other guy made it to first base 7 times. Usually, you only get about 4 at bats.
How do you score 25 points in a baseball game?
You keep hitting the ball.
I know 2 grand slams are fucking 8 points right there.
Well, 2 grand slams, that's 8 points, but he also had 11 RBIs, so he hit 13 more, or I mean 3 more guys in besides that. First night game in 1940, the first night game in St. Louis. Let's see. 1940, the New York Giants beat the Boston Bees 8-1 in the first night game for football. I don't know how they only scored 1, but
Night Train said, 5 kids. I made a lot of home runs.
yeah.
What up?
1941, German athlete Rudolph runs world record 100 meter, 2 minutes and 21 seconds.
I could run about 100 meters and give me about an hour and a half.
1964, the longest home run in Baltimore Stadium was hit, 471 feet.
How?
Panic at Lima, Peru, 1964 soccer stadium kills 300.
They all ran out, or
It was a I think there I don't know, something happened and caused a stampede. AFL grants a franchise. Guess who it is?
AFL?
Yep, the AFL.
Who's the AFL?
Football? American League football?
Oh, then what? Who?
The Cincinnati Bengals. 1967.
So they were only up since 67. Okay.
1968, boxer Bob Foster defeats Dick Tiger for the World Light Heavyweight Championship at Madison Square Garden.
Was his name Dick Tiger?
Yep.
That's a sweet name. I would name my kid that.
And then Bob Foster then went on to defend that title 14 times.
Is that the record?
I don't know if it doesn't say that that's the record. It just said he went, he beat him this night and then went on to defend.
Wait, shit, dude. Floyd Mayweather should have that, right? How many times he fucking...
Boxing title. 1976, Muhammad Ali KOs Richard Dunn in the 5th for a heavyweight boxing title.
Most boxing.
That was probably his 3rd one too, if I had to guess. Doesn't say that though. Stanley Cup Finals.
Well, right here, it's Manny Pacquiao. He defended it. He defended. Wait.
Detroit in 1984, the Detroit Tigers win AL record 17th straight road game.
Joe Louis has 25 title defenses.
Oh shit!
20. What?
1981, Indianapolis 500. Bobby Unser crosses finish line ahead of Mario Andretti, but then was later disqualified for a pit lane infraction. Then later reinstated for his 3rd race victory. So they gave it to he won. They took it away and then they gave it back.
That's kind of bullshit. That's kind of like going to prison and they're like, "Oh, dude." 10 years later, they're like, "We don't think you did it, so we're just gonna let you go."
1987, the LPGA champions women golf. I think that was the first one. Jane Goddess won by one stroke.
Yep, Joe Louis.
47-year-old part-time driver Al Unser, who we just talked about, right?
Yeah.
Wins his record-tying 4th Indy with huge upset in '87.
Indy 500.
Yep.
That's what that is. Okay.
1988 power outage in Boston Gardens during the Stanley Cup Finals.
What do? They stop the game? They
Yep.
halt the game?
Stop the game.
That's kind of bullshit. Play in the dark, bro. That's real championship.
1989 NHL's Rangers fired their. We don't care about that. 1989 New York Yankees pitcher Gutterman sets record for pitching 30 and 2/3 innings before giving up his first run of the season. Damn.
30 innings consecutive? That means
Almost 31.
That means games in a row?
Yeah, I think that's probably. It doesn't say in one game, so probably.
Don't those motherfuckers
4 games without letting up a run?
They go. Oh, okay. He just wouldn't stop. Most consecutive. No. Wow. Okay.
Boom. Here's another Al Unser. 1992. Al Unser holds off. Oh, this is his son. Holds off Scott Goodyear to win by 0.043 seconds. The closest finish in Indy history, Indianapolis 500 history. And he becomes the first second-generation driver to win the race.
That's the big one. That's the Indy 500
That's
is the
their
fucking,
Super Bowl.
That's the Super Bowl. Okay. So you have to win all these races and place high enough to get in this race, the Super Bowl, right?
You gotta no. I mean, if you're part of it, you're. But it's not a championship. Like in the Indianapolis 500 is their biggest race of the year.
Okay.
Just like, what is the NASCAR one? I forget what the NASCAR one is, but it's in the beginning of.
Oh, isn't that the? I
Um,
thought that was the Indy 500. No.
trying to see if there's anything else. A lot about the Indian. We got a lot of stuff that happened today.
Your mic is going in and out.
Lots of stuff happened today in history.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is like, the NHL Eastern Conference Finals. Philly beat Montreal. We don't really care about that kind of stuff.
What's that? Smoking with Small Town said Mayweather has to have that defense, the most defenses. He don't. Joe Louis had 25. Larry Holmes had 19.
2018, on this day, U.S. President Donald Trump pardons boxer Jack Johnson for racially oriented criminal conviction. Transporting a white woman across state lines was what he was charged with.
What?
Yep, he went to prison for that, for transporting a white woman across state lines. And he sat in jail until Donald Trump let him out in 2018.
What the fuck does that was recent. What the fuck does that mean?
No, we don't know. I don't know how long he was in jail, though, even. Daytona 500, yeah, the Daytona 500 is NASCAR's. And that's in the beginning of the season.
Oh, so they have a Super Bowl off rip?
Yeah, right off rip. That's their biggest race of the year.
That's fucking terrible.
That's also the race Dale Earnhardt died at.
Dude, I've taken white ladies across state lines a lot in my life.
Yeah, but you're also not an African American. Back in the 1970s, 60s, whatever it was.
This was 2018.
No, he was pardoned in 2018. He was let out of prison.
I took white ladies across state lines in the 90s.
I don't know how long he was in prison. It doesn't say that. So actually,
what the fuck kind of stupid shit is that?
I'm gonna find out. What was his name? Do you remember? I'll find it. Right here, Jack Johnson, world heavyweight boxing champion. He was the first African American world heavyweight champion and considered one of the most influential boxers of all time. He beat Tommy Burns for the title in 1908.
It's in 1913.
He says he won the title from Canadian Box in Sydney, Australia on Boxing Day in 1908. After which he was the victim of a huge racist press coverage that had him facing a series of fighters, each billed as the Great White. After his 8-year reign, he lost the title in 1915 when he got KO'd. In the 26th round of a scheduled 45-round fight in Cuba. Jesus. With money from boxing, endorsements, and business ventures, he led a very high lifestyle regarding social and economic place. He was actually talked shit about because he was actually really good off for a typical African-American person back then. And he was also married to 3 different white women, which is really saying something back then. He boxed professionally until 1938 at the age of 60, when he lost 7 of his last 9 bouts.
Well, you're 60. I get it. He was only in jail for a year, but in 1913...
It says 1912, he was arrested for violating the Mann Act for transporting women across state lines for immoral purposes due to his relationship with a white woman, Lucille Cameron, allegedly a prostitute, later convicted by an all-white jury, sentenced to a year in prison. So what happened was... Trump took it off of his record.
Yeah, that was his fiance at the time.
Correct.
She said Lucille Cameron was his wife to be.
Yep.
He was sentenced a year in prison.
Here in 2018, Donald Trump pardons him, so he took all of
the shame off of his name, pretty much. That's crazy.
Farm Aid at Home held virtually, so they had a benefit in his honor. Performers included Willie Nelson, John Mellencamp, Neil Young, Dave Matthews, Black Pumas, which I love them, Stapleton, Jack Johnson, a bunch of people. Very cool.
Let's hit the second sponsor spot and then get into the Earth Dweller.
You buy Great Lakes Lawn Service. With spring and summer coming up, that grass is going to be coming up as well. Great Lakes Lawn Service is here to help. With fast, friendly, reliable lawn care, they'll get your lawn cut up and looking nice so you can have that hot summer barbecue. The development group will help you turn dreams into existence by creating 30 to 90-second promotional videos for your social media channels. Go check out the development group on Facebook or Instagram for more information. Nerdy Designs, Toledo, Ohio's premier design studio. They've been crafting beautiful websites, launching stunning brands, and making clients happy since 2007 with their prestigious craftsmanship, remarkable client care, and passion for design. To find out more, just go to nerdydesigns.com, the official designer for Brain Jerk Entertainment.
Ruthless Pro Wrestling, RPW, is the rising independent professional wrestling promotion out of the Midwest, featuring hard-hitting and high-flying action and a reputation in the high-stakes world of deathmatch wrestling from today's hottest talent. They're having a deathmatch circus in maybe Michigan, the first and second, 4 shows, a whole bunch of activities in between, and we're just partying. We're partying hardy. You know what I'm saying?
How many first and seconds of each of the month are there?
July 1st and 2nd.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
24, but
pinball is a sport, so I can talk about it today.
Yeah. Is it a sport? Yeah, it is.
I mean, you
Patrick
gotta hump those fucking pinball machines pretty good.
Patrick has gloves on when he does it.
I'm sure. So he
Swear to
doesn't get
God.
blisters.
No, not on his fingers. He wants the blisters, but he puts the gloves right there so he can grip the machine better.
Okay.
I said, dude, you got gloves on and everything? He says, yeah. And I looked around and there was a couple other guys with gloves on.
Of the day.
Toilet.
Fuck, dude. Where's my mouse?
See what's walking on this earth.
Okay.
Earth dweller of the day. What?
Let's see here. This is an Impala. But the reason why we're doing this today is because this Impala is so agile and graceful and athletic that it literally had one of its main predators, the cheetah. It evolved as the fastest animal on this earth so it could tackle this motherfucker down. So that's how athletic. What? This Impala is so athletic that a cheetah, its main predator, has evolved to be the fastest animal on Earth just to kill this thing. That's how agile and graceful and athletic this thing is. It's the most common and the most graceful of all of Africa's antelopes. It can run 60 miles an hour and can leap 30 feet. It can leap initially 9 feet off the ground in 30 feet in one fucking drop. So its fucking legs don't hit the ground till 33 feet, by the way. They use their tremendous speed and agility to avoid predation and seemingly for pure enjoyment. You'll see them jumping and fucking around all the time. The male Impalas, right in between those horns right there that you see, they have a scent gland. And this is so cool because it's like their badge of honor. They have a scent gland on their forehead to advertise their status to rivals. When he loses his rank, his scent gland doesn't produce as much scent as it was when he was top shit, right? Awesome animal, crappy car. Most baby Impalas are born. The most baby Impalas are born in midday, right? Because all their predators are asleep in the hottest part of the day, and all those big cats that eat these fuckers, they're real sluggish when it's super hot out, so they ain't trying to run. They even they have to drink water every single day. They have to drink enough water for them to live, right? They even go and drink water in midday when it's the hottest because they know lions won't be there. Because lions are around the watering hole all fucking night waiting for a motherfucker to come up and get thirsty. They're born in midday because all predators are asleep at that time. But within the first few weeks of this Impala's life, half of the babies born will be dead from predators. So it's you can birth them in the middle of the day. I'm still gonna take a bite. You know what I'm saying? Lions, leopards, and cheetahs are their main predators. Their extreme senses of hearing, sight, and smell helps them avoid predators. What they do is when they sense a predator and it's running up to them, all these fucking Impalas, I'm sorry. All these Impalas will jump and go in different directions and shit like that to confuse the predator. And the predator doesn't know what it's doing because what the predator is trying to do is single out one. And then when all of them are jumping like that and shit and there's just a sea of bodies, you don't know what the fuck's going on. They release a scent also. While they're running, they release a scent from their heels. So all the Impalas know where the leader, or like where the guy in front of them is. So they all stay in a group. They can all, get together. The name Impala came from Zulu language meaning gazelle. So if you're driving a Chevy Gazelle, Patrick says it sucks. So, the male is the females they're larger than the males. Females weigh about 88 to 132 pounds. The male is only 66 to 110 pounds. They live about 12 to 15 years, and they're about 3 foot at their shoulder tall. They're about 3 foot. I thought they would be a lot bigger, to be honest with you. But at their shoulder, I think that's the maximum height too, is 3 foot. So, I mean, you would think a lion is probably only maybe 3 foot off the ground. Think about it. It's more like I don't know. That's your thriller of the day, people. This dude is an athletic nightmare. Nightmare.
Is he night smearing somebody or
Who's night smearing?
he's working? He said hi earlier. Please remember to tap that thumbs up, people.
Please.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you, Blind Neil.
Just because you're taking, honestly, go back to sports talk, just because you're taking the Warriors, I'm saying that it's going to be Warriors Celtics in the finals, and the Celtics beat the Warriors because of their defense. The Celtics held in the fourth quarter. The Celtics held Miami. They're a good scoring team, but they held them to. They only had like 60 points in the fourth quarter, and then they eventually got 80 points that quarter because the Celtics were sitting down all their starters, and they were just kind of just letting the janitors play, all of them. So everybody got a fucking shot, Good defensive series it was. I got some of the facts. The Tampa Bay leads 3-0. I don't even know who they're playing, motherfucker. You wrote it down wrong. The Avalanche lead 2-1. Carolina leads 2-1 in Edmonton.
Yep.
Edmonton leads 2-1. So what do you predicting the Stanley Cup's going to be? Because sportscasters are saying the Avalanche are going because they're really, really, really hard to. I would think they would be up 3-0 if they were hard to beat. Huh?
That means they're not going to win.
Oh, if they're saying they're the best, they're probably going to get knocked out next round. So we're in the semis for them. The NBA Finals will probably be fucking. I'm saying, what, next week? Late next week, probably. So,
I'm waiting for football to come back. I know more about football. So today on 97.1, they were talking about which Detroit sports GM is on the hot seat. If you had to pick, and really, Steve Eiserman ain't never going to be on a hot seat here in Detroit.
Fuck no. I don't get it though. Who's the worst team?
I'd say the Tigers.
The Tigers, because the Lions have they had a good draft, and I mean they weren't getting blown out last year.
Night Train says Avalanche and Tampa Bay are both strong. Yep.
Are they in the same division or are they opposite?
No,
division?
Avalanche are in the West.
Okay.
Tampa's in the East.
Okay. So they could potentially
Technically, Detroit for a long time used to be in the East. I mean, the West.
Really?
They were in the Western Conference, yeah. Because a lot of the East teams are all before that.
All the way till fucking New York?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Detroit used to be original 6. There was the original 6 teams.
So the NHL started with 6 teams?
Yep.
And wasn't the Avalanche one of them?
Not even close.
Who was the first 6 teams? Do you know?
Detroit, Boston, Montreal, Toronto Maple Leafs,
You
New
figured
York
those.
Rangers, and who was the 6th team? I don't know. I don't know who the 6th team was.
Boston Bruins, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Montreal Canadiens, the New York Rangers, Detroit Red Wings, and the Chicago Blackhawks.
Chicago Blackhawks. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait,
See, I know about old hockey. I don't. I don't know about new hockey at all.
are they allowed to be the Blackhawks now?
Yeah, why wouldn't they?
Because it has an Indian. The Redskins can't be the Redskins, and the fucking
Yeah, because Redskins, you might as well call it. That's you might. There's the New York Black people.
What about the Cleveland Indians?
They changed their name too.
Yeah, but
They're
the black,
called the Native Americans.
the Cleveland Native Americans. I like
No,
that.
that's not the name of them. But you're dumb sometimes.
What? No, but it says the Chicago Blackhawks, and it literally has a picture of an Indian as their team logo.
That's because they aren't being. Do you know the difference between calling somebody a name and then a tribe? The Blackhawks are a tribe. The Indian people don't like to be called Indians. They like to be called Native Americans. And they don't like and saying redskin is just like calling a black person black skin or fucking the N-word.
What's up, blackface?
Right.
The,
Now that you know,
I think that's stupid.
well,
America.
you sound like a pretty racist old man.
I'm gonna tweet
New
Blackhawks.
is racist. Get him out of brain jerk.
No, I'm not racist. Don't say that. You're spreading false news.
He said, "No, I'm not. Don't spread rumors."
Yeah. That's.
Call me friend. Yep. He says, "Don't worry about what you call me. Just call me friend."
Yeah, I don't.
No, but the political correctness. That's what that is about.
Oh, I forgot. It's America is words hurt Americans. I forgot that. We could start a war over words. That's how.
How do you think fucking war starts, bud?
I know, right?
It don't start over anything but words first.
We don't like USA. You son of a bitch. You better take that back.
What?
You better take that back, or we're gonna have 147 nations.
You called me a bitch.
Yeah. Oh my God! I think that's
100% Night Train. Here's how I do it, and I tell everybody this whenever I see what race are you, I check other and I write in human every time. I don't care if it's for a government paper, it's for a doctor paper, it's for my friends. I put human.
And then he goes to jail.
What color you are is not a race. It's what color you are.
Yeah, because some of us are tan.
Race of humans. This is a race of dogs. That's a race of dolphins.
Yeah.
There's different colored dolphins. There's different types of dolphins.
There's a bottlenose dolphin.
But the race is dolphin.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking. Who knows? Well, let's hope the Blackhawks save their name.
Blackhawks?
Blackhawks. And is that racist?
What you just said? Yeah.
The Chicago Blackhawks?
Because you know exactly why and you're trying to push the limit? Yes, that was.
Touche. I'll
With
give you that.
bullets. Lots of bullets. That's how war. But it always starts with some mean words. Look, like even words like Romeo and Juliet. They died and war was about to break out because of words. Because obviously it was love, but love starts with lots of things. And you have to say words.
Sexual intercourse.
Actually, from what I understand, Romeo and Juliet was mighty young to be hanging out with Romeo.
So.
And that's why the family didn't want them together.
It was more of a pedophilia case than you can't date my daughter.
Pedophilia / murder suicide.
Who died first?
I don't know, but if you're fucking in your 30s, fucking with a teenage girl, and you say, hey, we should take this poison and be together forever. Guess what? That's a murder-suicide, dude. Yeah. She was like 13 or 14 in the story.
13 or 14.
Yep. And he
So-
was, I don't know how old he was, but he wasn't 13 or 14. I'll tell you that.
The world gets more and more messed up every day tier as more and more people get offended.
Every
with,
day and year.
Yep.
But here's the thing. It's like times change, you know. 13 and 14-year-olds were allowed to have sex and being fucking married back in the day.
Yeah, weren't they?
Nowadays, that's weird.
That's really weird.
30-year-olds would be married to 13 and 14-year-olds.
But back in the day,
even girls that haven't even hit their period yet.
yeah, back in the day, a king would bring his daughter to another kingdom and give her to this 40-year-old man.
Homie, that didn't even just happen in the kingdoms as kings.
Yeah, but they were doing that for treaties.
Around.
Yeah, they were doing that for treaties and shit. Hey, I'm gonna give you
slave times. What are you talking about? We don't need kings and queens for that. Here in America, that was happening.
Yeah.
Even in the 60s.
In the 2020s.
If I'm not mistaken, the king of fucking rock and roll himself, Elvis, was married to a 14-year-old. That was in modern times.
Yeah. Modern times right now, Epstein's Island. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, but it's the same thing, but not married. They're not married to him. They're doing it in secret. Elvis was right there in broad daylight.
Look at this. Got a 14-year-old daughter.
How about that Eddie? What is not Eddie? That one weird dude that he was married to a woman. They adopted a girl, and then now he's married to that girl that they had adopted. Woody Allen. Yep. Obviously, it's like 10, 15 years later, and the girl is an adult woman, but he's married to his now former stepdaughter or something like that.
He broke up with his wife to marry his stepdaughter?
Yup.
What a chump. Wow. We let one religion
control how we do everything. Yep. And it's like that all over the world, most of the place. There's just, okay, so whether it's Christianity or whether it's the Muslims or whether it's Jewish or no matter what.
Believe what I believe or you get your head cut off.
It's pretty stupid.
It's pretty stupid because the Catholics...
I mean, believe what you want to believe. I'm not going to shit on you for believing what you want to believe, but a lot of the history of these fucking religions is pretty fucking vile.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you guys are holy people? Oh, but you fucking... Everybody that didn't believe in your God, you fucking killed them? Raped and killed them? Okay. That's exactly what...
As long as you ask for forgiveness, it's all good.
Yep. And that's why they made that up. Oh, you just gotta repent and you gotta cleanse yourself. That's it. You go out and commit heinous shit and come home and say, I'm sorry, God. And then you're fine. You're fine. I'm sorry I murdered.
Hey,
Save
and actually,
me.
you want something? I've said it before, but they say don't say God's name in vain.
And that's... God is saying God's name in vain.
Not saying that's not his name. That's his title. God is his title. That's not his name. That's not her name. Whatever he is, it's name. Right. So therefore, by every time you don't say his name, you're taking his name in vain by making it less valuable.
All right, in Chester we trust. What was his real name?
9 times out of 10, even the religious folk, they say God. They say God. They say God this, God that. Please God. Thank God. They don't.
God be with you.
The name. They just say his title. So then it got me thinking even more so. Okay, so if that's the case, what's to say the devil? Let's flip it on its thing, right? The devil, right?
Yeah.
That's also a title. I don't know his real name. We say creator.
Lucifer.
But still, oh yeah, Lucifer. But what if What if the devil was the real God and the God was the real bad guy, right? So the God that everybody talks about, he holds grudges. If he loves everybody, right? Why would
Yep.
he hold grudges and all these things? Why would he be selfish? Why would he want this or that? And why would he want trash and sacrifice his only son? And
Right.
then why would he want all these things of prove this, prove that? You should already know, right?
Right.
You love these humans unconditionally, is what it says. So if I'm a bad guy, I'm gonna come in, take over, and brainwash everybody to think that this guy is the bad guy,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Yep. You put the blame. The one that's putting the blame on somebody is probably the one that's most guilty for the incident. Your mic's fucked.
I didn't say anything.
He who cast the blame needs to be investigated too.
That's usually you, bro. You're usually casting blame.
Come on, dude. It's a title. It's real. You have to realize that. I'm going to cast the blame because I'm perfect. There is nothing wrong with me whatsoever.
I ain't hearing that.
Get mad and take
Day one, all day. Day one. Who smelt it, dealt it. You're up usually. Fucking.
It wasn't me that farted. I'll tell you that right now.
He's had Rhea all day. Don't throw rocks when you live in glass houses.
And if you have a glass jaw, I'll break your face. Oh man. I can barely hear you. What? Fuck you too. What am I doing today? That's what I thought you were saying.
Oh, imagine that. You heard me.
He said, what am I doing? And that's what I thought you said, what are you doing? I'm gonna take a bath. And then I'm gonna, we got a meeting today at 6. I have no idea what I'm doing. The wife's sleeping, so I'll be picking up the kids at 2. Other than that, Josh, did you get that shit? I recorded it and then just shut that motherfucker off. I recorded what I was supposed to record and shut it off. I just want to know if
you hit record.
I hit the button turned red, and then I hit the button off, and then I turned the thing off.
Well, then it's there.
Saved. Okay,
I didn't look at it, but if that's how you did it, it's there.
Yeah, I hit record, I unhit record, and then I powered this bitch off, and then hit yes. It didn't say like all your unsaved changes won't be whatever, so I just figured it saved it by itself. I don't know how to use that thing, Dad.
That's exactly how that works.
Okay. All right.
Did you hit record for both of them, or did you just hit record once and do both of them?
Hit record once. I tell you when I restart and shit like that, so I would suggest that you listen to the whole one, because I do restart a couple times, like the whole thing before you start editing, because there was like, for instance, RPW was...
I get it.
Yeah. But listen to the whole thing. You start cutting and doing shit. You know how you immediately start cutting and doing, okay, this is a breath. You cut and do shit, and then I start all over. But anyway, I tried to say redo, but it...
6 p.m. tonight, Only Noise YouTube. The Final Four is beginning. Final Four and the championship round, it says. Actually, 6 p.m. tonight. The winner gets the final spot at the Only Noise summer fucking summer bash summer party. There's the flyer. Look at our homie Trash Dog down there.
Mm-hmm.
He will be there. This is fire. This is going to be a fire concert.
It's gonna be cool. I like this.
We will be there. Brain Jerk will.
Lil Reggie pack.
Lil Red Pack, it says.
That's cool.
Lil
Chicken
Reach.
chop.
Lil Reg.
Lil Reg. What up, Lil
Regis and
Reg?
Kelly.
I remember that. Dude,
All right, it's time to go.
David Letterman looks like he just crawled out of a cave, by the way.
So do you, bro. You do.
Bye. Bye,
Later.
guys. Have a wonderful time.
Bye.
Fucking crawl out of a fucking cave, dude.
I'm with my people, man. I'm with the gang.
6 left contact.
I can't
Just flying the plane around. Do you seem comfortable with that?
Oh, hell yeah. It's a blast, man. I play